Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of The Grandstand here on the Ohio Patriot Education Network YouTube channel. I'm, as always, your host, Aero the Ohio Patriot. And for today's episode, we're going to talk about the continued takeover of America by foreign nationals and the mainstream media blackout of violent criminals, both here in Ohio and elsewhere throughout this country, as well as the local systems, etc., in every single state, it seems like anymore, that are actively labeling people who are obviously black males and Latinos and stuff like that as white guys now. So I think it's been happening for a while, actually, and this is not surprising, to be honest with you guys, because of the fact you have obviously the fuckers at the FBI is what it is, who want to bitch and moan about, like, oh, but white supremacy is the biggest threat to democracy and to the fucking whatever. First of all, we're not a democracy, dumb motherfuckers. Number one, we're a constitutional republic. Number two, when you're labeling a bunch of fucking violent criminals who are not white as white, it's kind of fucking easy to sit there and say white supremacy this and bullshit like that's what it is doing. It's a bunch of lies. In reality, it's all black supremacy and fucking like third world shithole supremacy is what it actually is at the end of the day, man. So we're also going to talk about the continued curse of the Red Ranger, because I guess the original Red Ranger, Austin St. John, is back at it again doing stupid shit and being called out by the original Pink Ranger, Amy Jo Johnson, over it. And then you also have a video coming out here where Muslims take over Times Square for Ramadan prayers. Isn't innocent praying. This is a show of numbers, show of dominance and defiance of their host country. Yeah, that's what I don't understand, man. Like, how the fuck are you going to allow people to come into our nation and take over our fucking country and, like, shut down traffic and stuff like that for their fucking terrorist cult is what it is, legitimately. Like, it just blows me away, man, honestly. It really does. And, you know, then you got fuckers like Ismail Muhammad here in Ohio, who shouldn't even be in office right now because he's a little fucking Somali terrorist that was imported into our country under that fuckhead Obama and that piece of shit John Casey that was governor at the time, who had a bunch of, you know, Somalis forced him by Obama, and I guarantee Muhammad was one of them. And both him and this Abduli woman are now in our General Assembly after being voted in by a bunch of fucking Somalis that have no legal right to have a vote in this fucking state at all, for that matter, is what it is. And it's like, bro, like, at what point do we just say fuck you? Especially when you got this asshole Muhammad recently, who is now openly having street signs changed down in Columbus to basically be a symbol to some dude who was a fucking terrorist back in the 1980s and shit like that. I think I mentioned that in the last episode, but I'm not sure offhand. But yeah, and then of course you got the fucking shutdown there in Cleveland over the weekend and stuff like that, where they were literally shutting down the fucking airport highways and stuff like that, because again, the left are fucking terrorists, is what it is. They always are. They always will be. And they'll always be the ones that sit there and vote through bullshit legislation, whether it be anti-gun garbage or whether it be fucking pro-abortion stuff like that, which, by the way, as far as I'm aware, Mohammed himself, Ismail Muhammad here in Ohio, is on every single piece of anti-gun legislation that matters in the state of Ohio, and he's also on every piece of pro-abortion legislation, too, for that matter, because why wouldn't he be? You know, you're trying to kill off actual Ohioans, actual American citizens, so you fucking have your little terrorist cult members take over, is what it is, you fucking douchebag. And then, meanwhile, you're trying to strip my fucking rights to own guns in this state while your fucking terrorist ass has no business being in my fucking country, bitch. So fuck you, dude. And I've called on the General Assembly already several times to expel this motherfucker from office, as well as that bitch Abduli, too, for that matter. They still haven't done it, obviously, and they never will, because they're a bunch of pussies, because Jason Stevens is a little fucking rhino cunt. In fact, I think the way it happens is we actually have Matt Hoffman get into office then this coming election cycle, and then he actually primary Stevens for the speakership next year is what it'll be, and then potentially you'd have Matt Hoffman's Speaker of the House ship in 2025 then be expelling pieces of shit like Muhammad Abduli, etc. Which honestly, and I've said it before, dude, like there is no reason for us not to have one county, one rep in the state of Ohio right now, especially when you have District 82, where nobody has filed for either primary right now. That's going to be 6 days from now, dude. And it's like, why is there even a state rep for that district if there's not anybody actually representing the damn thing is what it is, or being on the ballot to represent the damn thing is what it is. I mean, I assume what's going to happen is by the time you actually have like a general election, there'll actually be like some random people on both parties or whatever that pop up there to be like, you know, going up against each other or something like that, or maybe just one person for that matter, where it's like a one horse race kind of thing or something though. Or maybe they just didn't make the primaries what it wasn't or something. But yeah, it's just insane, dude. Like the fact that you can look at that district that has no fucking names at all on it, it's like, why does it even exist, dude, at all? And then of course you got District 11 right now, where it's Stephanie Coonsey, who's a current state senator and anti-gunner from Michael Bloomberg, versus Crystal Lett, who is a known one of these, you know, left-wing psycho nut jobs who shouldn't even be allowed to be in office at all for that matter, because she's literally pushing fucking transgenderism on children. She's pushing all kinds of fucking, you know, LGBTQ agenda shit up there on that one. And then on top of that, she's trying to grab guns and stuff too, for that matter, on her political platforms, dude. So, you know, it's Rachel Baker 2.0. It's fucking Michelle Grimm 3.0, etc. there on that one. So those are obviously other left-wing state reps right now that are all Bloomberg-appointed bitches, what it is in the state right now, dude. Just like that bitch Lett would be. So, and then of course we got this one here, which I want to talk about legitimately. That we're about 6 minutes into this video, which is this terrorist piece of shit here in Ohio. The other day, this young black male right here. Black man was arrested for threatening to kill people. Say it correctly there, Ian Miles Chung. Kill white people at a Walmart in Evandale, Indiana. Police charged Kenneth Blackwell Kinnendale after he live streamed himself threatening to kill white people a day after he was fired from the Walmart store there in that area. So I probably didn't hear about it on the news. No, you didn't, dude. That's the whole entire point. And then as the Unlimited L says, it says, man arrested after he live streamed threatening to kill people at a Walmart. And he was quoted as saying, quote, kill one of these white, I'm guessing it was fuckers today. And then he was also quoted, this Kenneth guy was also quoted as saying, I'm about to show all these white fuckers, everybody, I'm going to kill all y'all asses. It says this is about 4.5 minute long video. It said Kenneth, 28, is accused of threatening to kill people in a Walmart one day after he was fired from the store. He has been charged with ethnic intimidation, aggravated menacing, and inducing panic. The judge set his bond at $20,000. First of all, why the fuck is that not $200,000 to $1 million or more, dude? At that point, at least $1 million fucking dollars at that point. Not to mention the fact you're talking about ethnic intimidation, aggravated menacing, inducing panic. What about terroristic acts, dude? What about domestic terrorism? Because that's a fucking charge right there, bro. Seriously. What about hate crime charges? You know, which ethnic intimidation is like the bare minimum of that shit. But yeah, it should be like actual fucking hate crimes then too, for that matter, bro. When it's literally black on white terrorist attack at this point, man. It's fucking bullshit, dude, entirely. I fucking hate with these fucking people in this state, in this country, dude. So, yeah, somebody said they were surprised you got hit with the ethnic intimidation charge. Usually never do that with them. It says lawyers reportedly arguing that had nothing to do with race, even though he's literally talking about killing white people in the fucking video. You know, sure has nothing to do with race, you fucking assholes. Like, and this is what I said on Honda's chat last night, dude. This is exactly one of the on-the-spot executions in this fucking country, period, in the story, dude. So, anyway. So, for those interested, let's go back and talk about this right now, which is the intimidation charge. No person shall violate sections of revised code for reason of race, color, religion, or national origin, or another group of people or persons. Is what it says here for Ohio laws. So, let's see. Believe that you were motivated to commit a crime by hatred of an actual or perceived member of a minority group. For example, if you scream ethnic slurs at someone and threaten to kill them, the law enforcement charge you with ethnic intimidation. Okay, that makes sense. But that's the whole point, though, right? Okay, so that's why they charge him with that one. But okay, why are you not charging him with attempted murder then, too? Because I'm guessing he was armed at the time? You know? Or like I said, like, just anything else for that matter? Like, you know, shit that would actually stack charges, basically, is what it is. I don't know. Just seems like bullshit to me entirely, man. That you're going to let this guy with a slap on the wrist like that is fucking ridiculous what it is. So, anyway. Let's see what else we got on here that we want to talk about today. Let's Trying to figure out who this guy even is right now. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. This was something that Andy No posted about 10 minutes ago, not even 10 minutes ago, which is, where are we at here? At the Catalyst Awards event in Manhattan for, quote, corporate leaders who are intentional about DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion, Chevron CEO Mike Rith was confronted and threatened by radical leftists who shut down the event. Each ticket to the March 12th dinner cost about $2,000. Fucking ridiculous, dude. Yeah, it's just people being fucking clown asses in general, dude. And I'm just, like I said, I was talking to Corey about this last night. And like, it really is fucking time to just have it out in this country, dude. Like, just have us a fucking, like one-time purge, one-time, civil war again, whatever the case be here. Let the chips fall where they may. Let those of us who survive. Some of us will obviously die in the whole thing. But the entire point is, at least we'd have it done with, man. At least we have it done with and over and stuff like that. So, also, one thing I do want to mention more about, because we talked about this a little bit in Honda's chat last night. We're going to talk about it a little bit more right now, because I guess this video's coming about now. So basically, if you haven't heard about the whole TikTok ban thing going through Congress right now, call up your federal representative, your federal senator, et cetera, bitch them out, be like, no, dude, vote against this ban, because this is a fucking Trojan horse. Congressman Tom Massey called it out yesterday, and basically what they're trying to do is, it's exactly what Obama did years ago by executive order, but they're trying to do it as law now is what it is. And it's back during Obama's administration, he did a bunch of executive orders where they could basically blacklist sites and stuff like that they didn't like, is what it was. That's exactly what Biden and company are trying to do with this TikTok ban thing, because what they're labeling it as is a quote-unquote TikTok ban, and it's supposed to be like a single app ban, but what it actually is legitimately, it's the government themselves being able to come in there and shut down anybody they don't like. If they don't like, let's go and say Alex Jones for that matter. They can shut down Infowars.com. If they don't like, that Mike dude, they can shut down naturalnews.com. If they don't like me and I had a website, they can shut my website out for that matter, Like, it's just a complete fucking violation of First Amendment freedom of speech and freedom of the press and stuff like that. That's what this dude. And on top of all that, then you can also shut down other sites for that matter. Hell, they could have a fucking, I was thinking about this morning, actually. You could have a guy who's like a local butcher or something like that, who does, different like things. I know there's other websites around Ohio too, for that matter, that do other stuff like different cheeses and stuff like that. That's what it is there. And yeah, you could have like one of these organic farmers basically that's selling you like milk or eggs or cheese or something like that, some kind of meat, whatever it is, dude. Butchering your cows or your pigs, or whatever it is there, and like selling it by like a quarter of a cow or a quarter of a pig or half a pig, whatever it is there. And they could be like, oh, you guys want to have your own food supply without the government shoving our dick in your face with it and stuff like that. Well, that's not going to be a thing now, and they just shut down the website. Is what it is then, man. Like, it's a scary fucking threat entirely, dude. And it should be treated as such at this point, because it's exactly what is being said here by Marjorie Taylor Greene here this morning, I think is what it was, where she was saying specifically, TikTok ban will, quote, open Pandora's box. I rise today as the only member of Congress that has never been banned by social media. That has ever been banned by social media. She said, Twitter banned me. Believe this bill will cause future problems. Of course it will. That's the whole point, dude. Let's go to hear what she has to say on C-SPAN this morning, actually.
The only member of Congress that has ever been banned by social media. On January 2nd of 2022, Twitter banned my personal account, on which I was campaigning for Congress, raising money, and using my free speech to inform the voters in my district they can vote for me.
By the way, that was pre-Elon Musk owning the site, if I'm not mistaken. And the thing, too, was, what's interesting about this whole situation there is, how is that even legal? Because what she just described was, she was running for office, she was raising campaigns because of that profile, and you're shutting down her ability to even be able to get her voice out there to potentially run for re-election when she's a sitting member of Congress at the time of that one, dude. Like, even if it was somebody just running for Congress or running for like a state rep seat or whatever the case be, dude, doesn't matter, honestly. You are actively shutting down free speech at that point, and you are actively trying to fuck over political candidates. Like, how is that not like violations of various laws and stuff in this country, dude? For like campaign specifically, it would be election violations, stuff like that. Like, I don't know, election suppression and stuff like that, or fucking voter fraud and shit like that's what it is, dude. So it's very much exactly what the going back to Hunter Biden laptop from hell thing is what it is back in the day, dude. You got a bunch of Democrats that have come out in the last couple of years and said if they knew about the fucking laptop, they would never vote for Biden's ass in 2020. So again, it's you're literally suppressing fucking truth from coming out. You're in that case for Marjorie Taylor Greene, you're suppressing her from being able to have her voice be heard as a sitting member of Congress, for God's sakes. It's fucking insane, bro. It really is. It's completely psychotic. Anyway, going back to the rest of the shit she said, here's what it was.
This was not by a company owned by China. This was by American-owned Twitter. This came on the heels of our own United States government working with big tech and working with social media
that's all been proven now
to censor and ban Americans' free speech.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that this bill can cause future problems. It's opening Pandora's box, and I'm opposed to this bill. Most Americans don't trust the United States government because of our experience dealing with it. Never forget that the United States government also was the one that provided the Russia hoax to Americans.
Mm-hmm.
It also worked to ban Americans' free speech. It also has worked in so many ways to illegally, warrantless spy on Americans through FISA.
Okay, so I'm actually going to point something out on that one. It's not just FISA, it's the whole NDAA, National Defense Authorization Act, that I think Green herself has actually reauthorized a couple of times. I'm going to point out the irony on that one. I'm not sure about her voting record on that. I think she's done it at least once, though. But the whole point is, it's like, I've talked about this last night on Honda's chat for a little bit there. You have, whether it be the Patriot Act or 9/11, whether it be the National Defense Authorization Act, they re-up every single year, it seems like anymore, et cetera, which for those who don't know about the NDA, man, I could have feds walking to my house right now, like kick my fucking back door in right now, come flying in here, fucking rip me out of this chair that I'm sitting in right now, and, throw a black bag over my head, shut the fucking stream down immediately after that is what it'd be then. And I'm never heard from again. And that's the kind of shit they can do legally in this country because of shit like the National Defense Authorization Act in this nation. Or like the Patriot Act, etc., dude. And that's what I'm saying. It's fucking scary stuff. They can literally take you out to some black site someplace. Hell, they could take me onto a fucking plane right now if they wanted to and do what they call rendition flights, where they would literally take me up into the fucking sky, like X amount of miles up into the sky, which, by the way, this is all happened. I'm pointing this out because this all happened after the 2020 election cycle, where you had people actually had that happen to them is what it was. And they were fucking tortured. Some of them to death. And yeah, they just pulled them on a fucking plane, flew up into the fucking sky X amount of miles, and just started torturing this fucking people on planes and shit like that, dude. And these were American citizens they were doing this shit to. And it's like, bro, like, what the fuck? Like, it's wild ass shit, man. And yet we have this going on today, even for that matter, with the whole thing with the January 6 people and stuff, dude. Where they're all political prisoners and stuff like that. And they're being denied fucking food, water, basic medicine and stuff. Hell, you had the one guy in a fucking cell with a whole bunch of fucking bed bugs and stuff. And I think they killed him, if I'm not mistaken. Like, they basically ate him to death is what the man happened there. And it's like, bro, like, what the fuck? Like, it's just, it's insanity is what it is, man. And yet we're still putting up with it here in 2024 right now. I just don't understand why, really. So, anyway. By the way, I'm going to point something out here, YouTube. Everything that's being said on the stream today, especially with me playing Marjorie Taylor Greene's congressional floor thing here, It's all coming to freedom of speech. Don't even try to fucking channel strike me because I will fight the shit. Fuck y'all. Again, stop trying to violate my free speech or anybody else's for that matter.
If we wanted to be serious about stopping a foreign adversary, if we wanted to be serious about stopping China, we would stop China from buying our U.S. farmland. We would raise up our American energy independence. We would also stop the Green New Deal and not rely on China, who owns and operates 85% of the battery market worldwide.
Well, actually, I would say it all really starts with stop buying all the bullshit from China, dude. Like, have American manufacturing become a thing again as well, for that matter. You know, like, that's a big deal as well, for that matter, dude. So
there are dangers that lie ahead in this. This is really about controlling Americans' data.
Of course it is.
And if we cared about Americans' data, then we would stop the sale of Americans' data universally, not just with China. There's some further issues. This is a Pandora's box. What's to stop Congress or the United States government in the future from forcing the sale of another social media company, claiming that it's protecting Americans' data from foreign adversaries?
Exactly.
I think we could see in the future another Russia, and possibly force the sale of X, as many members in this body claim that Elon Musk is altering the algorithms of X. By the way, it was Elon Musk's purchase of X that restored my social media account on Twitter and allowed me to have my free speech back on Twitter. There's also members of this body, the Democrats, are claiming that election meddling can happen on social media.
I do want to point something out on that one, too, for that matter. So this is the one scary part that Tom Massey actually brought up, I believe it was yesterday, when he was blowing the whistle on this whole thing, is there are piece of shit Democrats that helped craft this fucking bill, that helped craft this bullshit TikTok ban bill is what it is, dude, who are openly excluding their own fucking sites, by the way, that they control and they have access to, from being shut down by the fucking government underneath this shit, dude. Because, of course, that's everything they always do, dude. It's everything. That's what the one thing the Democrats love to fucking do, and the rhinos, too, for that matter, is they love to fucking craft power for themselves and fuck everybody else, for that matter. It's exactly why every goddamn fucking time that you see these fucking assholes come after gun rights in this fucking country, who are the two sets of people they always exempt? Fucking fuckboy-ass cops and fuckboy-ass military. It's always police and military. The fucking jackbooted thugs are going to be coming and kicking your fucking door in to steal your fucking AR-15s, your AK-47s, your fucking, you know, whatever the case be, legally purchased firearms in this nation, using their own bullshit. That's the exact same fucking thing. Because, you know, if they didn't exempt these people, they would be like, well, fuck, you're not enforcing your bullshit then. Nor should they anyway. Because you're literally violating your own fucking oath to office, dude. You're violating your own oath to the U.S. Constitution. And being an oath-breaking sack of shit, not being an oath keeper is what it is, man. Just like all these fuckers in Congress, dude. Every time they sit there and they do some bullshit, they are breaking their oath of office. That alone, like, oath-breaking, honestly, should be a first-degree felony in all 50 states in this country, dude. And especially federally, where it's like, yeah, you want to sit there and fuck around, dude? You want to sit there and, you know, break your oath of office and stuff like that, or do some bullshit that, like, directly violates the Second Amendment or whatever the case be? Guess what? You're fucking done, bro. Auto DQ, get the fuck out. You're being kicked out of fucking office, and you might be kicked out of this fucking country and stripped of citizenship for that matter, too, on top of that, dude. Because that would be one thing. If we actually did that to a couple people, I guarantee the rest would fucking fall in line real goddamn quick. And they would just be like, oh, okay, I'll just destroy myself then if that be the case. Or I'll just resign on the spot kind of thing, whatever the case be. Don't try to boot me out and throw my ass out of the country and stuff like that. That's what we should be doing to the fucking people, man, for real. The Pelosi types, the Schumer types, the fucking McConnell types, all of them, dude. They're all fucking scumbags. So anyway, going back to what Marjorie was saying though here.
Well, we can never forget Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook. We can never forget the election meddling that happened there. And by the way, American-owned Facebook and Instagram is where most of the garbage, like the gender lies and the woke lies, exist.
Yep.
Many Americans and many teenagers believe awful things, and they don't just see them on TikTok. They see them on Facebook and Instagram, too.
Yep, they do.
I don't think this will accomplish what the goal is to accomplish.
Well, what is the goal to accomplish, MTG? Oh, yeah, that's right. It's total fucking control. It's what the Democrat Party and what the Rhino Party loves to do, man. It's what the Unity Party loves to do. They love to have control over the people. And what better way than to control social media? Because that's the one thing, man. That's the one thing that they've never been able to do. Because the wild, wild west is the internet, dude. Legitimately. You know, as much censorship as there is out there, we still have places like Rumble and stuff like that. Which, by the way, I want to point something out too on top of that, though. Is Rumble themselves are now trying to buy the American version of TikTok and own the shit. So it's very ironic that this TikTok ban bill happens to come up right when an alternate media site who actually gives a fuck about free speech is now trying to buy out a company. Very convenient, isn't it? Yes, it is. Again, it's all a fucking Trojan horse to fuck us all over, dude, is what it is there. Just like the same thing there. They could take out Rumble if they wanted to, if they wanted to go that route, man. It's not just X. They could literally take out Rumble. They could take out Minds.com. They could take out all of them, dude. You know? They could censor any fucking free speech platform in this nation right now. Or any nation for that matter. Across this earth. That's on the internet. So, anyway. Continuing on with the rest, though.
So there's other concerns, I think, here. Is that when the government moves into forcing the sale of TikTok, who is going to buy it?
Mm-hmm.
That's the question that we should be asking. Who is going to buy it? Who will be the next to control the data of over 170 million Americans?
That's insane, by the way.
Are we going to trust Mark Zuckerberg to control their data? I certainly don't. By the way, most of the time, my posts on Facebook are shadow banned, and I certainly don't have the reach on that social media account. I think that there's many other ways to protect data, and I think this body is capable of it. If
the gentlelady's time has expired.
I oppose the bill. Thank you, Mr.
Yeah, and that's the entire point, though, right? It's them trying to censor free speech at the end of the day, man. Legitimately. So. Let's see what else we got here. Man should be stripped of his rank and drummed out of Air Force. Major General Patrick Ryder, Pentagon spokesperson, hopes Hamas won't fire upon U.S. soldiers building the port in Gaza. Why the fuck are there U.S. soldiers in Gaza in the first place, you fucking ass clown? Jesus fucking Christ, buddy. This fucking dumb motherfucker here at the Pentagon. My God, man. Like, seriously, at what point do we just say fuck these fucking government people, man? I am honestly so glad that I'm no longer able to be military age is what it is there, dude. That I can be, I mean, technically I probably could be still drafted. I don't know if they'd actually want me or not, though, but like, the entire point is, though, man, like, I'll say it like it is to everybody else out there, though, man. If you were a kid coming up, 16, 17, 18 years old, do not ever join the military. Do not ever get into the U.S. military. It is all fucking bags. It is all run by fucking sacks of shit. There is no reason to ever be in this whole thing, man. So, and actually, this is going back to the thing I was talking about earlier with them trying to claim that all these black dudes are fucking white guys. Yeah, you got the video here where it's all fucking legitimate black male being described as white. Another black male is white. Another black male is white. This is all in New Jersey, by the way, but it's all over this country, honestly, dude. So, yeah, it's just smearing a fucking entire race is what it is, man. And then, of course, you got this shit here, which was teens arrested while preaching the gospel during a drag queen event. I'm not sure what state this happened in, honestly, but they need to, first of all, they need to sue the fuck out of this police department, take every single one of these piece of shit cops' badges, what it is for this man, and then sue the hell out of the fucking city that this happened in, sue the county, and sue the fucking state for that matter on top of everything else as well. Because you're literally denying First Amendment, freedom of speech, and freedom of religion on this one. These fucker-ass cops are, dude. And you know damn well, if this was if this was like that New York City one, dude, where it was a bunch of assholes doing the Ramadan prayer crap is what it is there in Times Square, these cops wouldn't have said a fucking word, man. They would just let them do it then. But because, oh my God, people are street preaching, and there happens to be some drag queen bunch of sickos over here fucking around with kids and stuff like that, dude. Oh, we can't have that now, can we? Fuck you, cops, you pieces of shit. You know, I used to be pro law enforcement, but anymore, like the last 4.5 to 5 years or so, there's an exact date actually that goes back to it, and it was legitimately in August of 2019 when I was federally swatted by a bunch of Yang supporters and had 2 fucking FBI agents trying to kick my fucking door in over some fucking thought crimes. And it was on that day that I became anti-law enforcement, especially at a federal agent level, forever. But now at a local level, it's very much so as well. I'm not saying like every single cop, I'm not like anti like every single cop that is out there, dude, but like there needs to be a better standard bearer is what it is right now. And we need to have better fucking people in law enforcement. If you're going to sit there and oath break like that, your asses need to have a badge ever again. You need to have a pension ever again. You need to be drummed the fuck out of the entire police force across the fucking board and have your fucking name with a giant black X next to it to be blackballed from the fucking industry forever is what it is, man. The same exact things that happen, by the way, in education with all these fucking pedo-ass teachers and stuff like that, dude. These indoctrinators want to call themselves teachers and stuff like that. The second they're trying to fuck with kids, the second they're trying to push gender ideology on little children and stuff like that, dude, fucking kick their fucking pedo asses out of there, put a fucking black X next to their fucking name, and have it be, hey, this person's a potential child predator. Never, ever allow them next to children ever again. In fact, I would say I would go one step further and charge their asses as a fucking child predator in this country and charge them with child abuse, stuff like that, dude, and have it be something where they can't be within 1,000 feet of a fucking child. If they are, guess what? They're back in fucking jail, and that's what it is then. So, and that's how we deal with the shit accordingly, dude. And then we got this one here. It says, can't even buy milk and bread in peace. So you had some dude trying to buy, let's see, what was he grabbing? Oh, okay, never mind. It was the woman that was in line here. Trying to see what this video is now. Looks like it's a convenience store and she's trying to buy milk and bread. Which, first off, who buys milk and bread from a convenience store unless it's like your only place to shop? Like that just seems kind of silly in general, but that's besides the point. Okay, so she got, looks like 2 different black guys around her, either begging for money or asking for stuff. Oh yeah, that's exactly what it was. The guy's basically just trying to use her card, fucking get his own shit is what it is then. What a fucking scumbag, man. Again, this is why we can't have nice things, man. So, this is actually something that Hana wrote up last night during his chat, which is over there in the UK, how fucked up the UK is what it is. So you got 21st century British Justice posted racist comment on Facebook. Sean Tuck got 15 weeks in prison. Sold anti-immigration stickers. Sam Malia 2 years in prison. Al Somalia raped a 12-year-old girl. Was sentenced to 180 hours of community service. No jail time at all. Make it make sense, man. Like, really. Make it make fucking sense. You never can, and that's the entire point. Because it's a fucking takeover of this country, is what it is. And then, of course, going down the line here on X right now, we got this fucking story, which is California Democrats look to pass a bill that would fund legal aid for illegal aliens who commit crimes including murder, rape, assault with a deadly weapon, kidnapping, etc. And then it says, let the stupidity of that bullshit sink in, then leave your best comment. Profanity is encouraged. Yeah, it's fucking nuts, dude, is what it is. And it's this stupid motherfucker right here, Reggie Jones, who's the moron behind this shit, dude. Like, what? Seriously, at what point do automatic disqualification become a thing in this country, dude? Why is Reggie Jones still a fucking assemblyman in California? This guy needs to be tossed the fuck out of office, thrown in California prison system with someone like Jonathan Watson as a cellmate. For those who don't know who Jonathan Watson is, look up Jonathan Watson. You know who I'm talking about. He's, done some stuff in the past to deal with fucking, scum of this earth is what it is inside the penal system there. And let Reggie become his next cellmate, et cetera there. So, anyway. And then we got this one here, which was this person said, we used to put lunatics in a mental asylum. Now they're in positions of power. Maryland City equity official says she wants U.S. to burn to the ground, was quoted as saying, my ideology can rise from the ashes. No, I'm going to say it like it is. We used to put these fuckers in a nut house. We used to put them in the fucking ground, dude. You used to have fucking stupid cunts like this literally dealt with on the spot. Again, fucking on the spot execution kind of shit, dude. Where somebody just walk up, pull a fucking revolver, cock the fucking hammer, and bang a fucking round of this bitch's brains. What it is then, man. That's the kind of shit used to happen back then. 100 years ago, 200 years ago, whatever it was then. Because men knew how to deal with fucking trash in this fucking country very quickly is what it was, man. So, anyway. And then we'll talk about this one a little bit here. I thought this girl was older than this, but apparently she's not. And we're talking about that girl that was in St. Louis, Missouri, that got her head beaten on the pavement the other day by this fucking piece of shit here that needs to be tried as an adult is what it is. Yeah, it says, girl left in critical condition, this girl Kaylee right here. After her head was repeatedly bashed into concrete. It's been identified as 15-year-old Kaylee. So the family says that Kaylee has suffered severe brain damage and is in critical condition with a skull fracture and frontal lobe damage after being beaten near Hazelwood East High School. By the way, Hazelwood East High School was the one that it's now come out that basically two things happened there. You had them try to force school resource officers to do diversity, equity, inclusion bullshit training, and they were like, no, fuck that. And they fired all the school resource officers because of that stuff, so there's nobody to stop this fight is what it was the other day. And then on top of that, it's now come to light that shocker, just like everything I've talked about in the past, all the other school systems of fighting and stuff like that, dude. This Hazelwood High also has had years of fighting going on at it, all the way back to, I believe they said 2015, a couple different posts that people were saying there. So, yeah, you're talking almost 10 years of fucking violence at that school that we know about right now. It's probably longer now, I'm guessing, honestly. It probably goes all back to Obama's administration from 2009 to present, is my guess right now. So, but yeah, anyway. To continue on with the rest of the story, though, we got it says Kaylee had now severe brain damage, critical condition, skull fracture, frontal lobe damage, etc., etc. So she has major brain bleeding and swelling, is in critical condition, as her family said. We will not know the extent of her brain damage that has occurred until she wakes up, but the path to recovery will be extremely hard on the family, not only mentally, but financially. Her mother and father are staying by her side right now, day and night, hoping to bring her back to the Kaylee they know and love. A GoFundMe campaign was set up in support of her and her family. The fund will be used towards, quote, easing these stressful days, allowing Kaylee's family to be able to be there 100% of the day and night with her and help pay for her medical bills that they have coming, is what it is then. So, yeah. Donate to that girl's campaign if you can, man. Throw a couple dollars her way is what it is. So, let's see. There's actually the campaign right now. The current goal is $40,000. It's raised $29,292. That right there is kind of a slap in the face, dude. That should have already raised it. I guarantee you, man. I fucking guarantee you. If the races were reversing this one, it was some white girl beating some black girl's head in, there would already be $1 million fucking campaign on GoFundMe on that one, dude. Yeah, you can't even raise $30,000 for this little girl in 18 hours right now. It's fucking disgusting is what it is, man. I'll tell you what, I saw the original video and oh my God, man, like, whew. Dude, I actually had like a tear streaming down my eye right now when I saw that the first time around, and that's how bad it got to be, man. So, just absolutely sickening, dude. So, here's my problem on this one. From what this person began their post as, it says her parents need to sue the attacker. So, first of all, you're not going to get jack shit out of that girl or her family because they're probably just as poor as what it is then, dude. Yeah, so sue the attacker, her parents, and the school. I would agree. The school district, the superintendent, the principal, every fucking staff member at that school that allows shit to go on, all the DEI fucking retards that are there, dude. Specifically start with their asses. Take their ass for every goddamn sentence what it is, man. And take the fucking school in that lawsuit on top of that as well, for that matter. And this person said, from what I read, the attacker has a history of fighting and anger management issues. Unfortunately, this is traumatic brain injury life before this attack is over. This Kayla girl is now disabled. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's done, dude. She'll be lucky, honestly, if she can actually, first of all, live through this entire thing. Like if she doesn't just randomly die in the hospital there. And then on top of that, it would be a situation of her actually having to go, and if she does live through all this, you know, the road to first of all, even there's so many difficulties right now, dude. From learning how to speak again, from learning how to eat again, you know, take care of herself again. Hell, brush her own hair, for God's sakes, is going to be a milestone for this little girl now, dude. And, you know, who's to say she's ever going to be able to do anything functional again? She might be a fucking vegetable in a wheelchair for the rest of her life with like a tube in her fucking mouth to breathe and shit. At 15 years old, man. Yeah, and then of course she had this one. It was a California officer shoots and kills boy 15 holding garden tool. And it was the mainstream media narrative versus the reality. And it was, yeah, the kid was literally like, had a fucking, I don't know if it was it's either a shovel or an axe that looks like he's about to attack the cop with, is what it is then, when he got smashed and shot then. So, I actually like this meme here. It was the media pulling a girl's hair back. It says morons, and then they're literally making her drink bullshit. So, Jesus Christ, dude. Upstate New York mom posted she was drunk as fuck hours before missing baby found alone dying in utility tunnel. That happened yesterday, apparently, according to this post there. Obviously, there's a picture of the two of them. Yeah. Yeah, the little Kayla girl is not woken up yet, so let's see. Then we got this one developing. This was about half a day ago. It says transgender woman approached young women because she claims that they were laughing at her and her friends. Transgender stated that she was an important person on social media, an influencer, and went on to threaten the women. Looks like it was McDonald's or something they were hanging out at. So, again, how is that not like almost ethnic intimidation on that one, dude? Because you're like, or at least like, you know, like, I don't know, attack on street people, I guess it would be on that one. So, then of course you had this one, which was special counsel Robert Hur confirmed Biden broke the law, says we identified evidence that Biden willingly retained classified materials at the end of his vice presidency when he was now a private citizen. But what's going to happen there? Oh yeah, that's right, fucking nothing, dude. Fucking absolutely nothing. Because it never does. It always goes fucking, if you're a Democrat doing what the fuck ever, you can sit there and get away with everything, including fucking murder, dude. But yet, if you don't do things, or if you're fucking, doing the right thing, etc., and you're on the opposite side of the political spectrum, you're fucked. That's what it is. Well, that seems like a bunch of bullshit. This apparently was a video from some decades ago here. Looks like probably Michael Jordan's time in the Chicago Bulls there. Said Chicago Bulls fan made the shot for $1 million, but insurance company refused to pay him after finding out he played college basketball. That's a bunch of shit, dude. Talk about a lawsuit waiting to happen. I hope that guy sued the fuck out of him on that one. Took him for more than $1 million on that one, man, for real. So, and of course you got this kind of crazy shit going on with Boeing, who's had a bunch of flights and planes and stuff like that basically fall apart mid-flight now is what it is. Don't fucking fly anymore, dude. Seriously. Yeah, it was John Bennett is a Boeing whistleblower who died March 9, 2024, so literally 4 days ago. Under suspicious circumstances, said here is the first time he appeared on television in 2019 as a Boeing whistleblower. It said John Bennett says he spent 32 years with Boeing, blowing whistle. Spent 30 years with Boeing. He's blowing the whistle on where he works at Boeing's factory outside Charleston, South Carolina. Said Barrett noticed that the metal floorboards, when fastened, would create metal shavings, which could gnaw through vital wiring in the airplane. Said, quote, leadership decided it would cost too much money to remove the panels. Quote, if you find a big problem like this, the people step up and provide the resources to make sure it's fixed properly. Boeing's reputation as a death trap only deepens. I'm actually shocked at this point you haven't seen Fatherless Nation become a reality at this point with Boeing airplanes, dude. Hell, you had one the other day start flying off and had a wheel fucking bust off. You had another one that had to, drop down mid-flight because it literally was on fire. And it's like, dude, at what point are we just going to see something like that one from Fatherless Nation where it's like, the kid having the precognition and stuff like that, and the whole fucking plane just blows the fuck up mid, straight up into the fucking airbase. That's what it is there. So, anyway. Interesting. As people were saying here about an hour ago, we're talking about the measles outbreak thing here, which I said before is coming from illegals coming into this country. Major measles outbreak reported in 17 U.S. states as migrant shelters become infectious disease breeding grounds. Shocker. Affected states including Arizona, California, Florida, Georgia, Indiana, Illinois, Louisiana, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota. I'm trying to think what MO would be. Missouri, maybe. New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and Washington State. CDC data shows 45 measles cases recorded in the last 2 months. Across 17 states, had nearly surpassed 58 recorded in the full year of 2023. Exactly, dude. This is what happens when you let a bunch of people come over to our fucking country without having fucking shit, dude. It's biological warfare, for God's sakes. I've mentioned it many times, dude. Like, seriously, how long until fucking China just has Typhoid Mary come over here again, man? I mean, they keep sending all their fucking foreign nationals over here from that fucking country, dude. How long until they send, like, 50 soldiers that are carrying some random ass disease we can't take care of, man? It's fucking, 2020 all over again, then is what it'd be, man. So... fucking bullshit, man, entirely. And we got this one from Citizen Free Press as of 17 minutes ago, which was... where are we at here now? RNC hires former Trump lawyer Christina Bobb. Morning Joe goes into meltdown. It's a beautiful day in America, or MSNBC is crying. Good, fuck them. These guys can all eat shit, honestly, on MSNBC, man. Fuck all those fucking people. Bunch of goddamn mockingbird fuckboys. So... that's disturbing. Let's see. Again, going back to something I mentioned previously about why we need to have term limits on every single seat of power in this country, out DQs, etc. There, age limits, health limits, all of it, dude. You got this old fucker, Cohen. Said this was 23 hours ago that Benny Johnson was talking about this. Said had a breathless moment over Americans calling Joe Biden senile. Cohen then loses his train of thought while talking to her. Oh, here's dipshit Hank Johnson right next to Cohen, by the way. This fucking idiot black dude right here with the salt and pepper looking hair is what it is, dude. This is the dumb motherfucker who said that Guam would flip over, had too many people on it, by the way, a few years ago. And then went even more fucking full retard in the last couple of years. I believe it was during the Uvalde hearings that they did to pass that gun control shit. And he was basically trying to make up fucking bullshit he didn't know about the Second Amendment is what it was, dude. Or firearms for that matter at all. And it's like, seriously, why the fuck is this dickhead still in power? Oh, yeah, that's right. Because the voter base that looks just like his dumbass is the major fucking area. His district is in the dead fucking heart of Atlanta, Georgia, dude. Where it's the dumbest fucking ghetto pieces of shit voting for this fucking retard. Which is exactly why we need to have fucking restriction on voting rights. Specifically, you should have to pass a constitutional test to be able to vote in this country. And if you can't do it, then fuck you. You can't vote for that election cycle. And you can't vote until you can pass that fucking test. You morons. They have representatives in this fucking country, not a bunch of fucking retards just even be in office at all, dude. So, anyway. This one's pretty interesting. It goes back to our fucking food supply being attacked continuously. We got over 500,000 farms are gone from America. Farmers under attack throughout Europe. Bill Gates buying up land faster than you can say jibbity jabs. So globalist aim is to own and control all resources on Earth, including food production. Yep. That's a scary fucking thought, dude. Very fucking scary thought. And you have the Bill Gates appeal shit and whatnot. God damn, that girl has some huge tits. Good Lord, man. Oh, I wasn't sure what this story was about here. This guy was talking about. I just know this girl's gigantic fucking boobs. But yeah, it says developing two big updates. Two big updates from Haiti. U.S. pledged $130 million in aid to security forces and humanitarian aid for Haiti. I want this chick has an OnlyFans account, man. If she doesn't, she needs to. So. Yes, I like big tits. There you go. So. Actually, here's another good one that we're experiencing right now, which goes back to the whole, I forget what it's actually called. It's basically it's like a 7 to 10 step dismantling of a country or whatever the case be. And it kind of goes back to the rules for radicals thing as well on top of that. But yeah, you had this KGB officer, he was a KGB defector. There you go, 4 stages. Is what was said here. It says, how do you incubate a mind virus? How do you cause a society to self-destruct? In 1984, this KGB defector exposed the 4 stages identified by Soviet intelligence as necessary steps to cause a psychological implosion of American society. Step 1, demoralization, 15 to 20 years. And I'm assuming he says other stuff here. Okay, so 85% of KGB action was not spying, but ideological warfare. The aim was to change Americans' perception of reality so that no one is able to come to sensible conclusions. The loss of reality then weakens the family, community, country, and people's self is what it is. Said person who was demoralized is unable to assess true information. The facts tell nothing to them. When a military boot crushes his balls, he then will understand, but not before that. Says stage 2, destabilization takes 2 to 5 years. Says once a society is demoralized, its weakness and unwillingness to defend itself is exploited to undermine military, economy, and foreign affairs. By the way, this is the stage we're in right now, at least at this point, dude. We're already gone through stage 1, which was the 15 to 20 year demoralization thing. Now we're pretty much at stage 2, which is destabilization. That's why you have dickheads like Dick Durbin talking about having fucking illegals come into our country and get citizenship here by going to our military, etc. there and being the jackbooted thugs to take our guns away as American citizens, what it is then. And then we got stage 3 and 4. Crisis and normalization takes about 6 weeks. Said a weakened society is easily brought to crisis, causing a violent change of power, structure, and economy. A benevolent dictator who makes grandiose promises could then be installed to bring things back to, quote, normal. That's the scary fact right there, dude. And by the way that this is happening right now, the way that we're being destabilized over the last couple of years now, dude, we pretty much are being primed right now for that to happen. This could easily be a thing in the next 6 months or so for this coming election cycle, for that matter, where you just have some dictator come to power, is what it is here in America. And that's a scary fucking fact, dude. And truthfully, I don't even think we know who that person is right now. I don't think it's going to be an Obama for that matter either, dude. I think it'd be somebody else for that matter. I think it would be like a Yang type or something like that. Would be, man. So, anyway, continuing on with the rest of this, though, the same KGB defector guy said, warned the demoralization of the U.S. was nearly complete after the final crisis. All those who helped in subversion will have no further use, he adds. They will be lined up against a wall and shot. And that's exactly what will happen to Antifa and BLM and all these dipshit leftists, is what it is, dude. It's exactly what Stalin did back in the day when he rose to power. It's what Hitler did when he rose to power. It's what every dictator in fucking modern history has done whenever they rose to power, man. Anybody that helped them destabilize a nation that could be used to destabilize it again to remove them from power was obviously a threat to their power. And what did they do then? They fucking killed those people immediately. So it's like, if you think you're going to be around after that, man, you're fucking retarded entirely. You're a dumb motherfucker if you think that's going to happen. No, you're going to be lined up against the wall and you're going to be shot and killed. So stop trying to fuck with our fucking freedoms, you fucking assholes. Seriously. Stop trying to take the fucking guns. Stop trying to fucking attack gun rights in this country, etc., man. Which the only good thing going on that one right now is that they don't have the fucking numbers, from what I've been hearing recently. Legitimately, they have people out there who are all these gun grabbers, your Giffords types, your Bloomberg types, the MDA types and stuff like that are spread so thin they don't understand how gun rights work, and they're all like, oh, NRA this, NRA that. And yet, meanwhile, it's like bickety bam, you got people like Ohio Patriot Education Network becoming a thing now. You have Ohio Gunners being a thing now. You got federal orgs like Second Amendment Foundation and National Shooting Sports Foundation and, you know, GOA and FPC and all places like that. That's what it is, man. So, anyway. Oh, God. Speaking of destabilizing, the fucking retarded left is what it is here. Destabilization of this country is what it is by the retarded left, I should say. You got this fucking retard right here who looks like a fucking gym teacher dipshit is what it is, man. Bull, you know what? It starts with the D and ends with an E. Claims traditional lifestyles are white supremacy propaganda. Fucking idiots. Yeah, so fucking retarded, dude. If you want to watch, I'll let you watch on your own. I'm not going to sit here for 2 minutes listen to this woman's retarded bullshit is what it is. So it'll be there for everybody that wants to see what it is, man. See, going down the line, we got National Conservatives saying these are the deadliest mass shootings of 2024 so far. There have been 16 and 3 of them more fatal, with 3 or more fatalities. So mass shooting is defined as 4 or more total victims. That's not including the shooter, by the way. So let's see. We got Joliet, Illinois on January 21st. That was 8 killed. Yeah, California, the 23rd of January, 6 killed. February 7th in Pennsylvania, 5 killed. Birmingham, Alabama, the 16th, so 2 days after Valentine's Day, 4 killed. Another 4 killed in California. A couple days before that. Turley Park, Illinois, 4 killed. I'm assuming that most of these, where it's different parts of Illinois and stuff like that, is probably gang violence, would be my guess. Oh, yeah, here we go. It says the notes here. Here we go. Yeah, so we got that one in Joliet, Illinois. It says family annihilation. So that was probably somebody killing an entire family then. So that was the 8 dead, 1 injured. We got the 6 dead, which was control of drug trade. So, yeah, that was fucking gangbangers killing each other then. One in Pennsylvania was family annihilation. So, again, probably, mom or dad went psycho, killed themselves, or killed the entire family and then themselves, is my guess at the end of the day. That 4 dead in Birmingham was a drive-by shooting. The 4 dead in California on the 11th of last month was random murder spree. You had Tinley Park, Illinois, was family annihilation. January 13th, 2024 in Texas was family annihilation. So again, murder-suicide is basically what that would be considered then. And we got Reedley, California. This is 4 dead on the 6th of January. Was targeted white neighbors. So I'm guessing that was black and white hate crime, I guess, on that one. And then it was, after that, it's all 3 or more, etc. there. So we had next one down was targeted white cops / firefighters, and that was in Minnesota. That was the black supremacist guy that shouldn't have his rights restored at all. That's what that one was, if I'm not mistaken. Then we got Palm Bay, California, or Palm Bay, Florida, was targeted elderly whites. Pretty sure it was black on that one, by the way, for those that didn't know. Oh, yeah, here we go. I didn't realize that part of it. It says race at perp. So Joliet, Indiana was a black person, was the race, and then it was family annihilation. The control of drug trade was done by a Latino. The Pennsylvania one was done by East Asian. The Birmingham, Alabama one was done by a black guy in drive-by. The California one in Huntington Park was done by Latinos, which was a random murder spree. The Illinois one on the 21st of January was an Arab that did a family annihilation. Probably honor killing, be my guess on that one. Raymond, Texas, family annihilation was done by black. Let's see. California was done by Latino that was targeting white neighbors. So probably illegal alien killing white people, my guess honestly on that one. Then we had the Minnesota one done by the black guy. Palm Bay, Florida, targeting elderly white people, was a black person by a black male. Charlotte, North Carolina, 3 killed, 1 injured. Perpetrator was black, opened fire during mob fight. It's probably gangbanger shit would be my guess on that one. Then we got Katy, Texas on the 21st of January. Black perp, birthday party shooting. Let's see. Palm Bay, Florida on the 20th. Black perp, family annihilation. 3 dead, 2 injured. Baltimore, Maryland on the 19th of January. Black perp, auto repair business. Then we got Chicago, Illinois, 2/25/24. Black perp, 2 shooters stormed home. And then the final one on there, which was yesterday in Florida, it was a family annihilation, 3 dead, 1 injured by a black perp. So interesting. So anyway, yeah, very, very, very interesting, my friend. So Jesus. People are also talking about the crazy ass minority stuff in all these major Democrat cities too, for that matter. You know what the thing about it is, though, man. You know how you deal with this kind of shit. You know how you don't get murked out. You be like this lady right here, who just open carries a fucking 1911 while grocery shopping. Now, to be honest with you, I'd probably want to have that shit concealed carried. If I was her, I'd probably have that shit in a belly band somewhere on my person, or maybe a slightly smaller gun in a belly band or something like that, like maybe a 9mm, not a 45. So that is a nice looking gun, though. I'm not gonna lie. So people saying, "How would you feel if you sold it in the store?" Cool. I'd be like, cool. Actually, I'd probably walk up and be like, hey, lady, what you carrying there? And then give her my card and be like, I'm a Pro 2A dude. The founder of multiple Second Amendment organizations in the state of Ohio. Here you go. So, you go from there. People are trying to claim a gas hack. I call bullshit on that one. Damn. This cat was able to get itself a big old fucking rat. Good kitty. Doing this job. So, anyway. This is just funny. I gotta show this one because it's just too good. You got a literal fucking cat scratching itself using the hedgehog's spikes. It's funny. That's one way to do it, man. Just groom yourself on the hedgehog, man. Little hedgehog friend. So, I'll tell you what, dude. Baby hedgehogs are freaky looking. Although most things are, for that matter. Ugh, man, that's nasty. Somebody is asking, would people drink this drink? I'm going to say no for multiple reasons. The biggest one being that there's fucking wasps/hornets all around the damn thing. And potentially, while she is dumping the stuff into your container thing, she's probably dumping at least one or two of them in there with it. Not to mention, who's to say that that's, good or not, dude. Like, again, there's better ways to do that shit. You could actually have like a spout, like a pour spout on the fucking side there, lady, where you just like dump some out into the bag with a pour spout kind of thing is what it is. You wouldn't have the fucking wasps everywhere there. I'm assuming this is Mexico or something, maybe. I don't know. Potentially. God, it's like fucking bees/wasps everywhere there, dude. Again, this is why you have like fly paper up, people. Christ on a cracker, man. Fucking nasty, man. The answer is hell no. I would not drink that shit. For all you're fucking drinking like wasps, dude. And then you get stung in the mouth or something like that. So, huh. Huh. People were talking about the movie Weeds and Adrenochrome. That's interesting. Or not the movie Weeds, the show Weeds. So, let's see what we got here. We got Wall Street Apes saying Democrats have lost the black vote. They're voting America first. Quote, why do you stand with Trump? Was the black one was asked. Black woman, I'm not stupid. Yeah, stand with Trump. Stand with Trump because he's basically representing us, and everything they're doing to him is what they can do to us. System is broken, and he's fighting for us. So I like his policies. Good on her, man. Good on her on that one. Problem is, I do disagree with some of the candidates Trump is backing right now, like the idiot Bernie Moreno, who's obviously an anti-gun fuckboy is what it is. And yeah, I know Liberty Doll talked about him last night. And the problem is, though, again, this is the thing I will say about the 2A people on YouTube here, man. Like, if you're going to say shit like that about candidates and like call out their anti-gunner stance, dude, at least do your homework on Senate races in other states, whether it be Ohio here or whatever the case be, and figure out who the other candidates are to know if they're anti-gun too or not, and be able to back them then. Because the problem right now is you have Bernie Moreno, who's had anti-gun shit from 2019. You have Matt Dolan, who is actively, as a state senator, should be in prison right now in the state of Ohio because he's been doing all kinds of bullshit since last General Assembly when he tried to pass a gun control bill through a Senate Finance Committee he chaired, called House Senate Bill 357 is what it was. You know, the irony was not lost on us that it was a, you know, handgun caliber that he was trying to push that bill as, which would have basically done universal background check garbage here is what it is. And then on top of that, you had him do other crap for DeWine after Dayton and stuff like that years ago that never passed anywhere, thank God. And yet, meanwhile, you have Frank LaRose, who has ties to billionaires who have ties to Epstein Island and stuff like that, dude. And it's like, and then you got fucking Sherrod Brown on the other side who's a damn cheater from 2018. So it's like, bro, we're damn if we do, damn if we don't at this point. Like, there's really nobody in this race that's good at all, man. What we need is a fucking fifth candidate is what it is, honestly. That's not even either one of the major parties what it is there. And being done with it, man, for real. So, anyway. And of course, you had Andrew Tate and his brother get arrested here in the last day or so. So, it's just fucked up, man. Really is. Oh my God. Oh yeah. So here's one for you, right? So you got fucking New York City subway system here that is such a fucking shithole. It's literally infested with fucking gangs of rats there. But yet, you know what Kathy Hunkel and Eric Adams' top priority is there for New York City? No, it's not dealing with the rat population. It's not dealing with the illegals that are coming into our country, you know, and fucking with all of our shit or anything like that, dude. No. You know what it actually is? I'll tell you what it actually is. I'll tell you exactly what it is as soon as I find it here in a second. It is this fucking dumbass, retarded bullshit right here, which is Hunkel and Adams launch task force cracking down on quote-unquote ghost cars. Like, are you fucking kidding me, people? Get the out of here, man. What the fuck? I want to see my damn ad blocker. Fuck you. So, yeah, it's so fucking dumb, dude. No, you don't have a legal car here. Da-da-da. Fuck off, people. It's like, Jesus Christ, people. So fucking dumb, dude. Speaking of fucking dumb, going back to the Red Ranger curse thing I was mentioning very early on in this episode that I forgot to get to until now. You got Austin St. John, who's the original Red Ranger. You got Amy Jo Johnson, who was the original Pink Ranger. Power Rangers alum, Amy Jo Johnson. Shades Rogue Red Ranger, Austin St. John, for selling t-shirts with Hitler quotes on them. Quote, I think some people should have publicists. Amy Jo Johnson wrote on X last night. Says, get rid of, there we go. Yeah, it said, not even fellow Pink Ranger Amy Jo Johnson approves of Austin St. John's new clothing line. The actor who starred as Jason Lee Scott, original Red Ranger in the hit 90s Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, sparked considerable outrage online after announcing a merch line featuring quotes from predominant historical figures, including Adolf Hitler. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Bro, come on. Really? Like, seriously now, dog. You know, like, I can see doing, like, quotes from historical figures, bro, but, like, why the fuck would you use Dictator Hitler, who killed upwards of between 6 and 8 million Jews, and then everybody else, too, for that matter, that he didn't like? You know? It's like, goddamn, dude, seriously. Like, show some fucking class, bro. Anyways, as long as criticism from fans, the apparel prompted shade from Johnson, who co-starred in the series as Kimberly Hart, the original Pink Ranger, said, I think some people should have publicists. Johnson wrote in a post on Monday saying, dear me. So after followers responded, speculating about what her post was in reference to, Johnson followed up with a more specific call out on Tuesday saying, quote, Rogue Red Ranger has an entire new meaning. Okay, I'll stop now, she wrote. I'll tell you what, man, she is still looking fine as fuck. I would still fuck the shit out of her, honestly, right now, dude. Like, no joke. Like I would take her to Pound Town right now, dude. How old is Amy Jo Johnson actually? That's a good fucking question. So she is 53. Wow, I didn't realize she was that old. I thought she was like late 40s, actually, not early 50s. Again, my quote or my stance does not change. I'd still smash it, honestly, dude. She was only 14 years older than I am. Jesus. Wow, I didn't realize she was only that. Interesting. Oh wait, no, she's 15 because she'll be 54 this year because she was born 1970. So again, I'd still hit it hard. So, anyways, yeah. Actually, one of the best movies she ever played in was back in 1996. It was a movie called Susie Q, which was her supposed to be like a 50s ghost or something like that. So, then of course she did that Flashpoint series for a few years. Hasn't really done much of anything since then, really, is what it is. I mean, she's done a little bit here and there of like, background characters and stuff like that. But yeah, not much of anything really. Really too much there is what it is, man. It is kind of a slap in the face that she wasn't in the Power Ranger special either, for that matter. So, but yeah, I would definitely, I'd definitely hit it hard, man. So, anyway, let's see where it says here. It says in a clip from February 26th podcast's episode of, quote, Tuned In with Jim Cummings, which has been circulating on social media, Austin St. John explained that the thought process behind the controversial merch, said, quote, I'm building a, quote, warrior line where I will go back in history from pre-Greek days as far back as I can. Gonna have famous quotes from warriors of all ilks, including the terrible ones. Said Hitler was, a demon on steroids, but he had some pretty good one-liners. So everybody from the great ones to the infamous and terrible ones. Again, just because you can doesn't mean you should, bro. Like, Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Anyway. So Austin St. John said the line will feature Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris, adding, quote, the point is to look at our past, the leaders, both good and terrible, and take from them what we can. So there's a publication, no merchandise, with Hitler quotes is featured on Austin St. John's website. A rep for the actor did not immediately respond to the request from the people. There's what it is. So Johnson and Austin St. John both starred together in the original Power Rangers series and its films, more from Power Rangers, the movie, and Turbo Power Rangers movie, which, by the way, ironically enough, they both played villains in that Turbo one because they were all, mind controlled and shit like that. Since neither has made an appearance in the last Power Rangers movie, last Power Rangers, Once and Always. Netflix for 30th anniversary reunion special for the show. So the reason for Austin St. John's absence was not revealed. There's some point to the fact that he was arrested in 2022 for defrauding government's COVID-19 PPP loan program is what it is. Which that's one thing I find very interesting, by the way. So you get a white guy like him get busted for that one. You had all these fucking minorities that stole from the PPP loan theft and shit like that. Dude didn't get a damn thing happen to them on that one. Says, meanwhile, Amy Jo Johnson denied claims that she was declined a role over a pay dispute, writing in a tweet, please stop saying I didn't do a reunion because of money. Simply not true. Maybe I just didn't want to wear spandex in my 50s or couldn't go to New Zealand for a month. Wow. I didn't realize they were filming New Zealand for that one. That's interesting. And it took a month for them to do that? Damn, dude. I don't disagree with her wanting to not, put on a fucking thing for in the 50s. That's what it is, dude. But yeah, like I said, I'd still hit it hard. So anyway, but yeah, I really miss Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger man. That's another one of the Power Ranger Curse ones, honestly, for the Red Ranger Curse. Was his death there. And then, of course, you had a couple of other guys in the Red Ranger suits and stuff like that. One of the guys in the, I forget what one of the later seasons was, like Wild Forest or something like that's what it was called, or some shit like that. You had that dude that was the Red Ranger kill a bunch of people for a boat, I believe was what it was, or something. Like it was a couple and like their kid or something. He killed those people is what it was, or like a couple and their friend or something like that. It was like 3 or 4 people he kills what it was there. And like it was him and his girlfriend, and then one of their friends or something like that took this couple and like their buddy out on their boat or something like that because they were gonna quote unquote buy it, but they weren't really gonna buy it. They were just gonna rob them and take the shit is what it was. And yeah, they literally tied fucking anchors and stuff around their ankles and stuff like that and threw them overboard then. And then there was another guy who was a Red Ranger in one of the other seasons who ended up taking a sword and like decapitating his roommate or something with it. And then I think there was like a 5th one or something, if I'm not mistaken, out there too that did some bad shit. So yeah, don't be the Red Ranger in the fucking Power Rangers thing, dude, because you might be a fucking psycho at some point is what it is. You know, you might be proving the old Batman quote of from Harvey Dent, which is you know, you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. And I'll tell you what, like that whole quote just proves so true anymore, man. You know, like I've noticed that recently. It's like there are so many people out there that like, you know, grew up as my childhood heroes and stuff like that, and then it's like now they're just the villains in this country is what it is, man. So most of Hollywood's like that, actually. It's kind of sad, actually, on that one, dude. So I don't know who that is. So yeah, I'm looking that girl up now. I'm still don't know who the fuck this girl is, honestly. Claims gamer, artist, anime lover. So she's an e-whore, is what I'm understanding on that one. That's what it sounds like. Probably. Whatever. But anyway. Then, of course, we got this one from Gateway Pundit a couple hours ago, which was poll finds Biden got no boost in numbers from angry partisan State of the Union address, where he literally called for everything from gun control to a bunch of other horse shit and lied about everything in the middle. But of course, you got the dumb fucks at PETA talking about White House switch from eggs to potatoes for annual Easter egg roll. Go fuck yourself, PETA. You'll only kill every animal you bring in, you fucking douchebags. And if it's not every single animal, it's damn near every single one, you fucking assholes. So, anyway. Yeah, I'll tell you what, dude. I don't know who the fuck this Katie Britt woman is. Like, I know she's some, like, first-term federal senator and shit like that, but she is a fucking idiot, man. Like, I was trying to watch that response she did to Biden's State of the Union the other day, man, and oh my god, bro, like, this chick seems like she's out of her goddamn mind. Like, it really honestly makes me wonder how many people she sucked off to get into power at this point, honestly, dude. If she's just Kamala 2.0 for the Republican Party. So, yeah. But yeah, her whole thing was just fucking Jesus, dude. See, then we got Robert De Niro goes on potty mouth triggered rant about President Trump. Trump responds, claiming, quote, terminal case of Trump derangement syndrome for De Niro. That's funny. Let's see. Anything else we got here on top? Oh, yeah, we got pants shitter Jerry Nadler yesterday during that whistleblower guy hearing. It says major cell phone by Democrat Rep. Jerry Nadler as he questions her on Biden's stolen classified document report and basically admits that, you know, Biden and Trump. Like he was trying to shit talk Trump, whatever the case would have made, and Biden the same exact thing, if not worse, actually. Then you got fucking retard Cory Bush who's going to be in power at this point. Toxic Democrat Cory Bush calls Trump the former white supremacist in chief during House hearing. Okay, BLM terrorist cunt, go fuck yourself. Oh, yeah. How many criminal things have you done in power right now, Cory Bush? Oh, yeah, that's right. Literally thousands of fucking felonies, bitch. Including paying off your fucking husband to be your private security to the tune of millions and millions of dollars in campaign finance violations and everything else like that. Not to mention literally fucking being involved in BLM terrorist riots during 2020 as a fucking BLM chapter head in St. Louis, Missouri, which that alone should disqualify you from even running for fucking office back then, et cetera, et cetera. Like, again, this is why we don't have dumb cunts of fucking power in this country, dude, at all. Our DQs never see the power in this nation right now, dude, for real. So, just fucking had it, man. Across the board right now. Oh, shit. One of the pro wrestling guys died at the age of 50 after a match randomly. Makes you wonder. And I'll leave it at that. Because I'm not going to go further detail after that. So, but anyway. Let's see what else we got here now. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Now we got this bullshit here, which is House passes bill to force ByteDance to sell TikTok or face ban. Next, Senate battle over CCP mind control app. Fucking ridiculous, dude. And we got Georgia judge dismisses 3 charges against Trump. USA braces for exodus from Haiti amid collapse. Yeah, that's the scary fucking fact right there, dude, is this whole thing with this Haitian shit. Like, there's no way we should be importing people in our country at all, dude. And the fact they're already coming into, like, Florida shores and shit is fucking really scary, honestly. So, let's see, we got study. I'll let you guys read that yourself. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised when you literally chop a kid's fucking schlong off and turn it into a fake snatch. They fucking have a lot of mental health issues after that, man, like Jazz Jennings did. So, anyway. Let's see, where's this one now? Got 4 U.S. Army supply ships heading to Gaza to construct Biden's promised pier. Fuck that shit. We don't need American boots on the ground. We don't need another goddamn fucking Black Hawk Down situation twice in your lifetime, you fucking dickhead. Back when Clinton was fucking president and caused that shit back in the day, and then you got these fucking idiots doing the same damn thing, basically. Like the fucking failed Afghan pullout in 2021, man, 2.0 at that one. All right, let's see what else we got here. Let's see, Belgian politician gets year in prison after group chat hate speech. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. U.S. delegation cuts off Saudi trip after rabbi asked to remove something. I'm not sure what that, like the yarmulke maybe or something similar to that, if that be the case. Then we got Bolsonaro's son. Lawmakers warned Brazil is not a democracy anymore, and Biden remains silent. Where can I get one of those t-shirts, man? That's the kind of t-shirt right there, man, for real. Because that's the truth right now. I would much rather die on my feet than ever live on my fucking knees under some dictator piece of shit in this country. So, anyway. Let's see. Then we got Democrat Representative Hines. Double-digit number of terror threats. Crossing border is, quote, small. Can't talk in a way that endangers. Fucking ridiculous, dude. That's not surprising at all. How much you want to bet that has to do with him being molested by Hollywood? I would not be surprised, at least by that one. So, Kobe Bryant statue filled with spelling errors. Lakers will correct it. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. And you got this stupid cunt over here who doesn't fucking matter. Let's see. Oh, for those who didn't see the stuff outside the Oscars the other day, you had random people that were going to go there or whatever. They had to like smack pro-Palestine people out of the way. It was pretty funny. So, good on the UK. US needs to be next. UK bans puberty blockers for children. Speaking of the Green New Deal, Green New Rule bullshit, you got 100 plus pizzerias in New York City can now shut down over Green Rule. They're trying to stop wood fire ovens in New York City there and stuff like that, which is so fucking dumb, dude. So fucking stupid. Yeah, over 100 pizza shops can shut down New York City due to the government's new Green Rule forcing shops to use coal and wood-fired stoves to cut carbon emissions by 75%. So fucking ridiculous, dude. What I would say to those people, by the way, that have those pizzerias there, bring your stuff here to Ohio, man. Move to Ohio. Bring it to my area. We love our wood-fired pizzas here, man. We have no problem with your emissions, dude. Be cool. Bring your stuff here. Move states. Move to a better area in this country. So, anyway, let's see here now. Try to see anything else to talk about here or not. Huh. Tinder owner hires former Twitter censorship diva to clean up online dating. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. How much you want to bet? It's because people don't want to date dudes pretending to be women. See, Kristi Noem slammed for bizarre nearly 5-minute infomercial for dentist in Texas. Huh. Many were left confused Monday after South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem posted a nearly 5-minute long video praising her dental team based in Texas, expressing that she is finally happy with her shape and color of her teeth and that they at last feel better. That is fucking weird, man. Says Annette Noem said that she needed to have an adjustment in her teeth from a biking accident that occurred years ago, which knocked out her front teeth. Said she had a consultation with Smile Texas years ago via Zoom, but could never quite find the time, and recently had the chance to work with the doctor there. Yeah, that's just weird, man. That doesn't even make any, like, you're the governor of another state. Like, why are you praising some fucking dentist in Texas? That's just the odd lady. I mean, I get it. He did good work for you, but damn, like, wait until you're out of office to do stuff like that. That's what it is, man. So, anyway. Let's see, where else are we at now? Oh, yeah, then you got fucking serial cheater piece of shit Randolph Warnock bitching and moaning about just because Georgia had record turnout doesn't mean there isn't voter suppression. No, there's voter fraud for pieces of shit like you fucking cocksucker. You fucking serial cheating sack of shit, motherfucker. Asshole. Fucking black supremacist douchebag. Your stupid ass other black supremacist dumb bitch there, Joy Reid. Fucking clown asses. Hate those fucking people so much, dude. Warnock and Reid are both fucking ass clowns for real. So, anyway. My sister's going to be here in a couple hours for the next couple days, though, so I'm trying to figure out exactly where this is at right now. Oh, it's Indiana. Okay. Let's see. Biden's DOJ just called him a liar in front of the entire world. Stole classified documents, got paid $8 billion for his book based on consents, and lied about it to the world. Yep, exactly. That's something Elon Musk here said yesterday. Said seems to be hardly any coverage of this quote-unquote mass shooting. Legacy media is racist against Asians and whites, so only paints crime involving those races. This is Andy No saying this. It says Philadelphia. 2 black male suspects have been arrested over a mass shooting at a bus stop that injured 8 children on March 6th, said Alney Buggs and Jamal Tucker have been taken into custody, but police say 2 other suspects remain at large. Mass shooting of school students failed to generate wall-to-wall media coverage. Shocker. Because it's black on black crime, dude, or black on white crime, or black on Asian crime, whatever it is there. I'm not sure, honestly. Could have been anything on that one. Probably black school children, my guess, honestly, on that one. So, yeah, as people pointed out here, 643 gang violence. So, that's the real truth of the matter, people. Which, ironically enough, could easily be black shooters for the gang violence in most cases. So, anyway. Shooter isn't a white male, and the story is gone. Yep. Sounds about right. Good old South Park, man. Yeah, and then, of course, you got people pointing out the whole them changing, obviously, black males to white guys or Asian guys to fucking white guys. So, it's ridiculous entirely, man. Yeah, both those guys that shot up that bus stop were 18 years old. So, 3rd suspect arrested Tuesday night. Robert Clark, the supervisor, the deputy of U.S. Marshal, said. Our 3rd suspect was arrested Thursday night, so that Robert Clark guy. Said DA Larry Kresner said the Tucker and Buggs guy were charged with attempted murder, aggravated assault, conspiracy, possession of an instrument of crime. That's a weird one. Simple assault and other offenses. Wouldn't it just be deadly weapons? Like, I don't know, man. It just seems odd. Or was it because they had like Glock switches on their fucking guns? I don't know. Strange either way. So, yeah, very, very weird. So, anyways. Some chick thought she didn't need a driver's license to drive a car. Was she the non-binary one? So, and then you got this dumbass. Says, man harasses girl for not putting grocery cart back. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. Fucking grow up, man. So, anyway. Hey, let's see what it's doing right now. Yep, there you go. Judge throws out 6 counts on Trump's Georgia election interference indictment. Good. What is this story here? So I got to pull this one up because I was talking about major blow to 2A. So, go ahead and yank that up real fast. Talk about that one. I think we'll leave off with that one for the last story of the day, then if that be the case. So, anyway. Shit. Why is it not popping up now? There we go. Okay, so present. Yes, the Second Amendment dealt major blow in court, which was United States Court of Federal Appeals and Seventh Circuit overturned an injunction against Illinois assault weapons ban, ruling AR-15s are not protected by the Second Amendment, which is absolute bullshit lies. Yes, they fucking are, assholes. Again, this is West Coast. Needs a Bruin decision that shit back down. Says decision was made by a 3-judge panel with 2 judges finding similarities between ARs and M16s, 1 judge dissenting, arguing the ban lacks historical precedent. It's Marbury versus Madison. Just use that as the fucking thing, man, for real. In the case, Beavis versus City of Naperville, Judge Michael P. Brennan said, because the banned firearms and magazines warrant constitutional protection, government parties have failed to meet their burden to show that the bans are part of history and tradition of firearms regulation. Preliminary injunctions are justified against enforcement of the challenge laws, which is absolute bullshit. It's fucking... They're literally everywhere, people. It's fucking common use firearms, just like the Heller decision, you fucking idiots. And if AR-15s, a volatile, widely recognized semi-automatic rifle, has become a focal point of debate and controversy in the United States. Suppose this claim here. So it's loved by gun enthusiasts for the customizable features and respected by some of a symbol of American freedom. AR-15 also lists from current concerns from those advocating for stricter gun law measures, citing its potential for mass shooting and high-profile tragedies, except it's barely ever using these things, and you fucking assholes have gangbangers using handguns like fucking crazy, you fucking dickheads. So, anyways. By the way, for those that don't know, I'm going to build out another AR pretty soon, actually. As soon as I can get my stuff to come in here, I plan on buying some stuff from... the same company I got the other stuff from for the first one. And hopefully I can get a cool ass upper for this one then. Because it'll be built on the full Anderson I got the other day then from the gun shop. It's so stupid to have to do a background check on a fucking piece of metal basically. Which in this case it wasn't really a piece of metal, it was like the actual full lower built out already. So the only thing I'm seriously considering though is actually getting a different stock for it because it came with those A2 stocks, which I do not like at all. And I'm considering like doing that to pop that bitch off and then get something else to pop on then if that be the case maybe, but it all depends. It's really a lack of money right now is the issue and hoping to find something worthwhile then is what it is. So anyway. Yeah, right now I got a... hopefully this is still going to be good when it's actually there. Because they got a really good deal upper right now that's decent quality. So hopefully it'll still be that deal when I go to buy the shit here in a couple of days or whatever the case is, whenever my card comes in then. So anyway. But yeah, I'll be doing that. I'm finally going to get another armorer's wrench then from that site too as well, just because I tried doing it in other places and it wasn't quite the spec. So I'm hoping this one will actually be the spec if it's being sold by an actual, 2A company that does building stuff. I hope it's fucking on point then. And then of course I'm going to get an oversized charging handle for my other AR. That's what it'll be. So. But anyways, I've been trying to talk my cousins into buying some stuff to build out their own ARs at this point because they both want 350 Legends is what it is. And I was like, dude, you could easily get those. You just get them from this place is what it is. And they're just like, oh, really? And I'm like, yeah. So, and yet they're still not, pulling the trigger, if you will, on that stuff. So, I don't know, man. The fact of the matter is when we were at the local FFL the other day when I did my 4473s on the tablet for the first time then, it was so much difference in price, man. It was like almost 3 times the price at that place that it was to get the shit online and basically build out your own things, what it is. So I don't know why you wouldn't just build your own if that be the case. If you just want to hunt with your legend, what it is then this coming fall. Seems kind of silly to not have that be a thing, you know. But anyway. But yeah, that being said, though, it's a bunch of shit, man. It's a bunch of bullshit that you keep having these fuckers trying to restrict our rights at this point in this country's history. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm personally sick and tired of it all, man. I really am. So at some point, we just need to take a fucking stand and be like, no, fuck y'all, man. We're just doing what we're gonna do. Then we don't care what you fucking say because you're holding the power here, fuckers. Fuck off, and just move on with our lives. And that's what it is, man. So. Anyways, but yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I will be back probably not until Saturday this month or this week. Here's what it is, because rest of today I'll be doing stuff with my sister in the house here. Tomorrow we'll be doing things together, and then Friday morning I'll be going with my cousin back over to the place to do that 50-cent Friday thing. Hopefully pick up some more stuff from there to do a resale business. Then I'm going to try and start up here pretty soon, and basically try to figure out what I want to do for reselling them is what it is, and where I want to start reselling then, and hopefully not, you know, deal with a bunch of shit is what it is then. So anyway, nothing else. Maybe I'll start like a little e-commerce shop or something like that on some site or whatever then. But either way, it's, you know, it'll be what it is at that point then, and we'll, you know, make some money here hopefully at some point then in the future, and have at least something coming in to pay towards the bills that are going to be a thing at some point near future here whenever I have to move then, and, you know, put down first and last on a apartment someplace close to me is what it is right now. So, which hopefully won't be until the fall, but, you know, you never know, man. Only time will tell. So who knows? Anyways, but yeah, fuck gun controllers, fuck the Democrat Party, fuck rhinos out there that are trying to steal your guns too. It's time to protect the Second Amendment. It's time to actually get grassroots candidates into power that actually respect the Constitution is what it is. And it's time to deal with the fucking other pieces of shit accordingly, man. And actually have our rights respected and have our rights, you know, not infringed upon by a bunch of dickless losers is what it is, man. End the story on that one. So have a good one, y'all. Stay safe, stay vigilant, always be carrying. Always carry with one in the chamber, because you never know what will happen. You know, you got to have it not be your first rodeo. It's got to be your second rodeo, and you got to be, you know, carrying constitutionally, because you never know what's going to happen, man. You don't want to be the guy that's targeted for your gun. You could be the guy that actually stops the people that are targeting the other guy for his gun. So have a safe one, y'all. Later.